might find you. Honestly.
No one knows that lyric, right?
No.
Except
I do.
Fawn says that album on repeat, has had that album on repeat for like half a year already.
No one has that lyric.
No.
Fucking sick. Welcome back, guys, to fucking season 7.
No. Season 8, sir.
No, it's 7.
7.
Season 7,
If you're
sir.
real, if you're a real, I don't think you listen to our podcast.
I don't, bro.
That's sick.
Fuck this podcast.
You go to our podcast stats and it only has like 2 listeners.
Yeah.
Fonz's alt account.
Or like,
duplex.
or he has it just running on repeat
Yeah.
to help the views.
Hey,
Shit,
we
dude.
gotta get paid somehow. What is up? Welcome back to Your Neighbor's Garage, Laredo's favorite podcast, season 7. I'm your host, Big Fonz, joined by my amazing co-hosts.
Poncho, ugh. I just feel ugh.
And then Ed, Kieran, and then followed by the great.
It's Gus. What's
Us. This was supposed to be a week break, and it was supposed to be
it was
a
a
2-week
two-week
break,
break.
and then it was 3 weeks.
Then it's like a month.
Yeah, so 3 weeks. We've missed you all. I don't even know if people were asking, is this podcast still alive? Like, should I still be subscribed to the Patreon? Yes, you should, because our
course you
Patreon is patreon.com/yourneighborsgarage, where you can subscribe $1 a month, $5 a month, and $10 a month. You can listen to us live, watch our videos on YouTube as well, and interact with us and contribute to the amazing content that we have. And the reason why we are the greatest podcast in Laredo is
Laredo's
because,
favorite podcast.
yes, no, the greatest too is because of our interactive listeners that watch us on Patreon. So we appreciate you all a little bit more than our casual listeners. Unfortunately,
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
We appreciate all of them. But yeah, man.
we actually DM you all a lot more.
Yeah.
If you want us to sneak into your DMs,
message you.
patreon.com/yourneighborsgarage, $5 a month.
we can have a conversation. We can talk.
We can talk about politics.
I want to know what your name.
I don't want to talk about
No.
politics.
I want to know your name, your sign, and
What
other stuff.
you know what we should do?
What?
Everyone that follows us, so we can get more interaction, we should just slide into their DMs and put ASL or the question mark, and just see who gets the joke.
Dude, that's not gonna float. Anyone that's like under 18 is not gonna get that joke anymore. Like
I
that's
don't think we
such
have any under 18 listeners.
Oh, in that case, that's good.
Yeah, so the reason why y'all should also, I'm sorry we're going on our Patreon rant, but the reason why you should subscribe to our Patreon is because if you notice now, we're having camera issues. But if you subscribe to our Patreon, guess what? We will buy better cameras, and then we will have our live show at Nito that we've been trying to have that we've been promising you all for the past 3 months.
Yeah. We really want to do this live show. We really want to be out there.
Yeah.
We want to interact with you guys, meet you guys. I want to shake your fucking hand.
And if there's anything we're good at, it's letting you all down. We promise. That's for sure. We've promised you all so. Remember, we're like, shirts are coming soon. Shirts are coming soon.
It took like 5 seasons.
It took like 5 fucking seasons, bro. It's just a month.
Which, by the way, we
Which is
still
like
have
10
some
months,
of
bro.
them. We still got to drop some off, and y'all still got to pick some
Y'all
up.
still got to pick them up.
Yeah, dude. On a serious note, if you paid for a shirt and you haven't picked it up, we haven't dropped it off or anything, just go ahead and shoot us a DM. We really want to get these shirts back into your guys' hands. You know, y'all paid for them. They're good quality. So just go ahead and reach out to us, and we'll work on getting those shirts to you.
Also, Adan, there's a special message for you, brother. Know that your shirt is on back order. We're waiting. It came in. His shirt came in. Yo, that's live. Y'all see that? So, Adan, you will be getting your shirt very,
So how's
very
your life
soon.
been for 3 weeks, Fonz? I haven't seen you.
For 3
Or like I
weeks?
did see you last week, but how's your life been?
It's been cool, man. We did our little SPI trip with the boys. We had a great time. I went ahead and I quit my job at Texas Thrift. I put in my 2 weeks, and now I'm working in the dental office.
That's
Nice.
what's up, man. You've been wanting to be a dental assistant since you were 5 years old, no?
Yeah, bro.
I was born to be a dental assistant.
He's always had this mouth fetish.
I remember.
Yeah, bro.
I
And
remember
then-
when you were a kid, you would always walk around with a toothbrush in your hand. That was crazy.
Every time you meet a girl, it's like, open your mouth, baby. And then now you're a registered dental assistant.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
In what department?
No, we don't want to say that right now.
I don't want to. I want to go. I'm gonna be a little vague about what.
No
but-
job details.
Yeah.
But now that if you date a girl, is I guess a huge factor in you dating her teeth
I mean,
or her mouth?
I mean, nice teeth are always very appealing, but if
Or when
not,
someone at work asks, I guess you're there and then you just open your mouth and then you ask what that mouth do.
no. I mean, I mean, we wear masks the whole time, so we don't even get to see each other. Like, even without the COVID thing, like, you're supposed to wear a mask in the dental office, like, all the time.
How do you get a root canal with a mask on?
No. We as assistants.
Well, yeah,
and stuff.
imagine getting
the-
someone spit in your fucking face all
Yeah.
the time. Ugh.
So you're constantly wearing a mask in the dental office.
That's always been the case.
yeah,
though.
it's always been the case.
Always.
Yeah, so I don't
Been
really
the
know.
case.
I mean, I'm only like 3 days in. Only 3 days. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's
my third day in here. I don't know.
So I haven't seen what most of my coworkers look like underneath the mask, and they haven't really seen me. So I kind of like that mystery. Like, I like them not knowing, you know?
I don't know. I
hate that.
I feel like masks are like beards with dudes.
Yeah.
That a lot of guys, a lot of girls thought that guys are attractive with the masks on if they've never met them, and then whenever they take off the mask, they're like, nah, never mind. It's the same with beards. How guys mask their ugliness with beards, like the guy that's sitting diagonal from me.
I'm the only one
kidding.
here with with facial
No, but
hair.
it's true.
No, I do not look
You,
good.
you shave a guy's face. You look good all the time. So
no, not
but
with
like-
not with baby face.
no,
I have baby face
but
hard.
there's a lot of guys that you shave their beard and you're like, nah, put the hair back on.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow out my facial hair, but
I noticed.
thank
It's coming
you.
in.
That's actually pretty cool for you to say that.
Yeah, it's coming
Appreciate
in.
it. Appreciate it.
Fon's being a dick about it.
I can't see.
I have it's because
You have to get a fucking microscope.
no. Okay, the thing is, my hair it grows
It's blonde.
It grows blonde, but it grows.
I think that's kind of badass. Imagine having a blonde beard.
Well, I don't know. It's because it grows fast. It'll grow in a week into like a little shitty mustache and a little shitty goatee, and I'm like,
I'm
fuck
kind of
this.
trying to grow a mustache. I've had it for like 4 days.
Yeah, so I'll shave, and then a week later, a little shitty mustache, and I'm like, but now I'm just like, I want to see where the shitty mustache goes.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I went through this whole beard phase, and like I would watch beard YouTube videos and mustache and stuff, and like the whole myth
It's
about
so douchey. it's like beard culture and like
there's beard culture.
dude,
there is
beard culture.
But
is
that
so
was like a thing.
douchey.
That was such a thing like a couple years ago.
It was like 2017.
I don't think
No, I
of
said
it anymore.
2012.
2012.
No, 2012
And
was
then,
a
like,
little
ever-
mustache.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm trying to refer to, like the whole mustache,
Oh, no.
hipster beard
Yeah.
thing with like the,
No, the hipster stuff was really prominent during that time, but like legit beard.
yeah, but like the
And,
hipster
and they
beard.
always like try to like
Real
put it-
beards.
I guess like intertwine it with manliness. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're a
fuck
man,
that,
and then all the advertisements I would see online were like beard growing
Yeah,
stuff. It's like I don't think that shit
Well,
works.
see the what I would watch, it was it's this brand called Beer Brand, and what they would do is they're trying to redefine what it means to be a beardsman. Like it's like back then, I guess in a professional world, beards are frowned upon. Like they're not seem to be professional.
Yeah,
so
because
they're
you
trying
can't have a beard in most professions.
no, but the videos are all
You
top
can't or
10
you can't?
alpha male moves, like, top 10 alpha beards. Like,
no, it's actually there. I mean, I've seen those. Yeah,
I don't know. There's something about neck beards that like I
neck beards
hate.
are frowned upon
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general.
Wait, neck beard, like the neck beard itself, or the neck beard person, like the incel?
Those.
I feel like
Both.
they
You don't love-
intertwine.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
They do.
I haven't met. I've never met
I
someone.
feel like if you have a neck beard, you're either a racist or you're the most like left wing social justice warrior to exist. You're like in both.
Nobody
in
with
both
a
vices.
neck beard has ever said anything worth listening to, ever.
Doesn't Action Bronson
No.
have a neck? Chin begin. That's a neck beard right there.
I haven't shaved. This is like 2 days. I haven't shaved. My 5 o'clock
That's
shadow.
2 days?
No, it's my 5 o'clock shadow.
I can't grow a beard. I get all patchy, especially right here under my chin. It's like a patch.
I think at
And-
this
and-
point for
and-
you, Pancho, you're not gonna grow a beard.
Yeah, and then
No, he's
and then I'm a
25.
side and
No,
then I'm a
he's
sideburn
25.
and then I'm a sideburn guy, and I hate sideburns.
You're a
Some
sideburn
Okay,
guy.
that's why I always shave every day, even if I know I can't grow a beard like you. I shave every day because my sideburns grow out, and I hate that. I hate
He's gonna grow like the
sideburns.
mutton chops.
Wait, but
like-
how
That's
long-
exactly why I fucking shave every day.
How long do you let it grow though?
I mean, for work, I have to shave every day for work. But even on my weekends and stuff, I shave all the time.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I think at this point he's not gonna grow a beard. You're 25. You're pumped with testosterone because you lift a lot, and if that's as good as it's gonna get.
What if I have low T?
You might have low T.
I don't think so.
Maybe ever since the operation, you might have had low T.
You should take biotin.
vasectomies don't.
real quick. No, but Ed on the other hand, Ed has a shot.
Yeah,
Ed's got a real shot. He's
yeah.
20.
I think it will come in soon.
I think guys go through a second growth spurt once they hit 21. Like,
Well,
and that just,
He hit 21 last year.
Yeah, I know.
No, okay. As someone who's already in their mid-20s, I would say life hits a little different when you're 21. It's not just the alcohol, but it plays a huge role because alcohol plays a huge role in your social interactions
Oh,
with
for
people
sure.
and meeting new friends. That's why whenever you're 21, there's like a huge like leap in your life.
Bonds, are you still 21?
I'm about to turn 23 in August.
It's already August.
It's August in like 2 days.
And right now,
August
25, I don't feel any more different 25 than I was when I was 24.
Damn.
yeah.
Oh, at 25, that's the age you start dying. Actually,
Like
I don't know.
Like on a
Like,
scale?
I feel
no,
like
You
I
start
feel like
deteriorating.
I feel like the past, I guess, because the whole year, because of COVID and stuff like that, and I've had family members that passed away.
Yeah.
I guess like 25 does suck. Like my father-in-law passed away 2 days before my birthday. Yeah. So
oh, so now you have a negative connotation.
yeah. So like my 25th birthday, like throughout my teenage years, I thought my 25th birthday was gonna be the best fucking
Oh, fuck, I turned
birthday
25 today.
of my life.
Not today. This year.
No, yeah, like throughout my life, I was like, oh, my 25th birthday is gonna be badass. 25th birthday was my worst birthday.
Yeah. It looks like it's going back.
But I don't
and
know.
forth,
I
the
feel like
signal.
I feel like I'm waiting for 30 to come around. I feel like when I'm turning 30, I feel like my life is gonna be amazing because I'll be like, I guess more stable in my, or not stable, but like more, I guess, settled in my career because I'll be like 9 years in. So it's like, okay, I'm halfway done
Yep.
Yeah.
until I retire. I'm in
that's
my
not bad.
I'm in my 30s, so my kids already. One of my kids gonna be 9 years old. The other one's gonna be 7 years old.
I
You
think
get
it's
me?
kind
I feel
of
like
a-
so I can't wait till I'm 30 because that's where I feel like I'll be less stressed.
Yeah.
Because because my kids are so little right now that my life is going like 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Especially with work. So
and
when
you're
I'm
still young right now.
yeah, so when I'm 30, I feel like I'll be able to relax more, and I feel like that's where I'll be able to, I don't know, do stuff that I want to do. Because right now, at 25, I don't feel like I can do stuff that I want to do.
Yeah, and I was hearing that really when you're 30, dude, you're not old. You're
No.
not old at all. It's the new 20s.
And just watch me feel younger at 30 than I do when I'm 25, because I feel
Yeah.
old as fuck now.
It's all about just and it's cringy or like cliche as it is. It's just taking care of
Yeah.
yourself. Just
But
eat
it's also
good,
because
work
I
out.
had kids when I was 21.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
And also, like,
that's-
I joined the military out of high school. I just went straight into the adult life, and
Yeah.
I guess that's why I feel old already.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving up, because a lot of guys, whenever they do that, they like just give up on life, and then they have all these health issues and stuff like that. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll have thoughts like, man, I'm behind, or
I'm
man,
fucking sweating bad.
I have
Me
this
too.
fan, so I feel sorry for y'all. But there's
Can I take off
sometimes,
your shirt?
but there's sometimes I'm like, man, like I'm behind, man, or I'm not doing this. I'm like, man, look at this guy, he's already doing that. This guy has a fucking job. This guy has a kid. But then at the same time, I'm like,
That's, you know what, and that's the deadliest thing, and I've struggled with that for a long time prior to getting this job, because now I feel like I'm kind of on track. But I feel like the deadliest thing we can give into is like when you feel that pressure of like classmates graduated before you, classmates get into
Yeah.
careers before you, people
Yeah.
buy brand new cars, people buy houses, people
Yeah.
start doing all this
Yeah,
shit.
you
that
should do
haven't
stuff.
even
You should
come
do stuff
close
at your
to.
own pace, bro.
Yeah.
Because like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
sh-
yeah, yeah. I feel like I broke out of that, and
Yeah.
a lot of it really stemmed from my parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
No, they're
sure. You
way-
and me come from the same type of situation where
Yeah.
our parents had us at such a young age that the pressure to like, hey, by the time I was my dad's age, by the time my dad was 22, he had 3 kids, a house, cars, you know, everything, and he was
yeah, but
only
a house
22.
now costs like 300 some thousand.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's yeah, like fuck that, dude. Don't ever
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah, and you shouldn't, because everyone also has different goals.
Yeah.
And you might be, your friend might be settled like with a job like once they're 20, 21. But then what if later on, because your process takes a little longer, you'll end up being more successful or even happier in the long run than
Trust
they
the
do.
process.
yeah, or even then,
Yeah.
like fuck that. I don't give a fuck if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
or
be
who
more
cares?
successful.
Because
Yeah.
worry about yourself, not others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think that bridges into what I wanted to talk about today. Today, actually, I deleted my social medias. I deleted my Twitter. I deleted my Instagram. So if you're a follower of YNG, probably you won't see me active on Instagram too much. But I think a big reason I did that was because I hated, opening the app and seeing a bunch of people I truly don't care about. I didn't care about these people. I'd see them pop up on my feed. They're like, I just got a brand new car. I just did this. And one, it made me sad because I'm like, fuck, I don't got a brand new car. But then 2, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you got a brand new. I don't want to see this shit. Like,
Yeah.
the only things I want to see are like from my friends, my
The people
family.
you care about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm going to Miguel thing. He said, I turned 30 in September, and me, it'll be like my 20s 2.0. That's what I'm thinking my 30s is going
Yeah.
to be. More wisdom, more money. So it's like you're going in to age 20 again, but you're like, okay, I have the experiences, the knowledge, and then guess what? Because I'm already settled in my career, I have the money to do what I want to do in my
That sounds
30s.
dope.
So I honestly can't wait until I'm 30.
Yeah,
to be
so,
honest.
and I really like this last part. I used to think I was so behind. Now I'm thinking that I'm on my own path, and you hear that all the time. But
Yeah.
once you finally like integrate that into your mind, it's a big thing.
And you know what? I feel like a lot of that stems. Like I remember when we were working at Zoomies, I was working like at other places, especially Zoomies. I always felt like, man, like when's the next step? When's the next step? When do I take that leap where I leave
Fuck
from
that next step.
retail? Well, here's the thing though, and while I do agree, like you shouldn't feel that pressure. I also feel like that pressure in itself pushes you to limits that you never thought you could
Because
ever
you
achieve.
can't just be what's called stagnant, or you
Oh,
can't,
yeah.
or because the thing is, yeah, you have to. I guess you have to be patient, but you can't be too patient.
Yeah, and then going back to what you're saying about you're like, I just want to see the people around me succeed and stuff, and that's so important because you want to surround yourself with friends and family members that you know that are successful and succeeding. Because to me, when I see that and I see everyone else is getting a plate, I want to eat too. You know?
Yeah, and like a huge thing why I deleted also is because I don't want nobody else to know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to post
And-
like I just did this. I don't. No, they don't give a fuck. The same way I don't give a single shit that guy got a new car. They don't give a fuck that I just graduated.
So one thing what social media was supposed to do is for you to see other people's life process and for you to be proud of them and stuff like that, and see like, oh, this person's having kids, this person got a new house, this person got a new job, and for you to be there for their life
Yeah, you
experiences
can
because you don't
comment it,
but one of the I guess the dark side of it is that now you're trying to compete with that person or compare yourself, and that'll just be bad for you on the long term because then you'll be stressing yourself out when the whole point of social media was for you to be happy for that person, not stress yourself out.
You know
because
what
of
gave me like the
success
biggest
of your
existential
classmates.
crisis with that is like the one that really fucked me up is when sports players started getting drafted and they were born in '98 or they're from the class of 2016.
Oh, yeah.
and that started fucking me up because I'm like, these guys are my age in the NFL and they just made $13 million.
Yeah,
playing football.
I
Like,
felt that way when I was 20. Like, not gonna lie now, because I feel there's like some jump in my thought process when I'm like 23, 24, 25.
Yeah.
Like when I was like 20, 21, I'm thinking the same like this. I'm here and fucking making $7.25 an hour in Carl Anthony Towns because Carl Anthony Towns Timberwolves
He was
center.
20, yeah.
He's my age, so I'm like, and this motherfucker's a millionaire. You got me? And at first I was jealous, but then now I'm like,
Yeah.
do my own shit.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not fucking 7 foot tall, 5'6".
Exactly.
So I
And,
mean, I'm not
yeah.
gonna be in the NBA. Who gives a fuck?
But yeah,
Muggsy
no,
Bogues look like a word.
Yeah, but nowadays Muggsy Bogues will not survive in this NBA.
But moral of the story, dude, just take, if you feel like you need to take a break from social media, just do it, man.
Yeah, and you should, because I always try to, and I think because our life, especially like podcast hosts and stuff like that, our life, we have to be on social media.
That was my concern.
You have to. But sometimes if you need to take a break, guess what? Take a break. The thing is, I always say I'm gonna take a break, and guess what? I deleted Twitter, but I guess what? On the iPhone, you can just search Twitter and
You just signed in on the
and
Safari.
no. It won't actually delete the app permanently where you have to re-download. It just deletes it from the screen. So you can just search Twitter and then the app will just open back
I
up.
get you. Yeah. But
That's
dude,
some toxic shit.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So moral of the story, just take that leap. And fuck, man, I don't know how to else explain it other than like I want to go into like rebuild mode. Just focus on myself. Fuck
And
that.
you're young. You're 20.
that
got
too.
time.
Like I just want to.
I'd be concerned if you're going to like 30 and you're trying to go into rebuild mode because I'm like, bro, rebuild mode's over.
Believe me.
No.
It's over.
Even that, fuck that. Rebuild mode is never
Yeah,
over.
no, yeah.
In my opinion.
until the day you
Maybe.
die, you're gonna be learning. You're dead the moment that you stop learning.
Yeah.
The moment that you stop trying to fix yourself and you stop learning, you're already dead.
Yeah. Or like, dude, J.K. Rowling, she fucking wrote Harry Potter at 56.
That's true. Yeah.
56.
That's true. I'm
Really?
wrong. Yeah.
56.
The first one?
Yes. Or 46. One of those.
Okay,
But-
because J.K. Rowling seems like she's like in her 60s now.
Yeah,
and
but like.
Harry Potter came out like 20 some years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, might have been 40. Sorry, but still, like even
Yeah.
then, that's 46.
Yeah.
Dude, that's more than my life. That's 26 years away from me.
And
That's
you
older
see
than I am.
and you see 80, 90-year-olds developing new hobbies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you now, it's like, if I didn't learn or if I didn't do all this stuff, I'd basically be dead already.
Yeah. And I think that's the one thing is that
Complacency kills.
yeah. And once you let your brain stop, you let it go to mush when you're old, that's when you start dying. That's when you get, all these different things. Because, like, you're not putting your body through that strenuous thing of every day. Like, I got to do something. I got to keep myself alive. I got to go somewhere. I got to do something. That's the way I think,
Yeah. Well, man, what I was...
And I guess the way I can kind of base that off is that my great-grandmother, she's about, I think, 86, 87 now. She's on the older side, right?
Yeah.
But one thing that always was crazy to me as a kid is that she was working at a retama taking care of people younger than her. And,
Yeah.
shit.
and
Yeah.
she was like still like literally they let
my grandmother too. She's 60 something, but she works at a retama, and I'm like, dude, like she's a grandma. Why is
Yeah.
she taking care of grandmas? But I'm like, damn, like that just shows you how crazy and kind of how long life really is.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like the reason why they live so long, the reason why they stay so sharp is that they're willing to still work. They're willing to still be active. They're willing to still say, you know what, every day I got to put myself in a routine, because I feel like once you lose that routine, man needs routine. Mm-hmm. Man needs reason. And without a reason, without a routine, who are you and what are you? That's the way I think.
that's where. Okay, that's where
just me, though.
That's where you have me and lose me, because you're saying you need routine work, but in my opinion,
I'm not saying it doesn't have to be work. Just
I don't
a
know. I
routine.
feel like you do need a routine, because if
I
you
think
don't
you
have
need
a
routine,
if you don't have a routine, then you're really gonna.
It doesn't have to be work. It's just a
Yeah.
routine.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
just a routine.
That's where I think you need routine. Doesn't necessarily have
And
to be
sometimes
work.
but sometimes it's okay to get out of your typical routine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
because then if you have like a routine all the time, you're just gonna get tired of it.
Sometimes
So
routine is hell.
sometimes to mix it up a little bit.
Like us, you just went out of town like 3 weekends back to back to back, right? Definitely broke the regular routine of your 9 to 5 office job. How does that feel to take like these breaks?
Wow.
Because I know you, and I know that you worked a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
And
I
mean
don't
that
know,
schedule is like.
I wish I worked that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know you didn't like that
No,
schedule.
you don't. It sucks. Well, I mean, some people like it, I guess, but I don't like not talking to people.
That's why. Okay.
I don't like not talking to people, and if I'm confounded behind a desk in an office where I'm not really interacting with anyone, like regardless of my coworkers, my customers, I'm gonna hate it there.
Yeah.
Despite the hours, but the 9 to 5, it's comfy because you're like, okay, yeah, you go in 8, sometimes 9, and you get up by 5, and you have the rest of your day to kind of do it with what you want.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I mean, the way the hours break out in a day, you have 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for work. That's 16 hours out of the day. You only have 8 hours left.
That's how I feel.
And then it cuts in on your drive
I've
over.
been privileged enough to work 4 days on, 3 days off since I was 20.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's the best thing ever.
Four
Because
day
it-
weeks, bro.
Because the thing is,
I think it should be a 4-day work week.
working 8 hours and 10 hours is the same thing. You basically already wasted your day.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get me? Those 2 hours basically make no difference at all, if any, right? So and those 2 hours a day make a difference in your having an extra day off. So I'd rather work 2 extra hours a day
Yeah.
to have an entire extra day off. Because the thing was with 2-day work weekends,
Yeah.
you feel like after the first day you're like, oh dude, my weekend's basically over.
Saturday.
Whether after during the second day you're like, oh shit, I have another day to do something.
Like
And
assuming
then-
Monday through Friday, like you mean set like you work
Because
on a
the thing
Friday
is,
and then
you work Friday,
Saturday's over and basically your weekend's done.
because Sunday you're like, oh shit, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I gotta
Yeah.
sleep
You got
early.
me? So you got me?
So you have like because there's a
Saturday's basically your only like real relaxation day.
And then on those days, it's usually the day that you take care of shit you couldn't all week. It's like,
Yeah.
that's why it's always like
But
those memes.
that's the good thing about 3-day weekends too, and I've noticed it. You can actually settle those days to go on a vacation
yeah.
than actually using vacation days, because most vacations are only like what,
Maybe
3
like
to 4 days.
2-3 days. You
Yeah.
get me? So let's say you're working.
was
let's say
using
you have
for
a.
fucking
Let's say
5
you have a.
days.
Let's say you have a 2-day weekend. You're really like won't have a real weekend, or you're gonna have to request days off of work. When you have a 3-day weekend,
You can use it.
you can use that whole weekend to go on a vacation. And if you need to go an extra day, guess what? You just have to ask for one day off.
I've always said Laredo's a 24-hour city.
No.
no,
fuck does that mean?
it is
No,
not.
What the fuck does that mean?
And I've noticed it because I've gone
What
like
does that mean?
on little vacations to San
right
Antonio
now.
and Houston and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Without asking for any days off.
It's in War
'Cause
Dogs
it's workable.
when
Because-
Bradley Cooper
because
is telling Jonah Hill or the guy's telling
Miles
Jonah,
Teller?
Miles Teller, yeah. He's telling Jonah Hill, he's like, I've always said Vegas is a 24-hour city. And he's like, I agree. And he's like, no, because I got to get out of America in 24 hours. Because he was like on FBI watch list. It was a subtle reference.
Okay.
All right, a little weird, but all right.
Yeah, I don't think people our listeners are willing to watch. What's that? War Dogs.
War Dogs.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought it was good. It was cool.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Miguel Inclán says, I remember when they switched to 3 days off, and the main thing they said was the first day off is just to decompress. And
Yeah.
I think
And the
that's
thing
what
is,
it
Saturdays are supposed to be your decompressed days. But the thing is, once Sunday comes, you're like, oh, fuck, I got to worry. But then if you have a 3-day weekend, Sunday, you're like, oh, shit.
It's free day.
I have another day to relax.
Listen to this. Miguel's schedule is 7:30 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 7:30 to 11:30 Friday. That's a great schedule.
That's fucking badass.
That's a great
That
schedule.
That is
because you get
amazing.
out on Friday,
And
you go
they've
celebrate.
They've
have
actually
some
done
lunch.
researches that 4-day weekends, that 4-day weeks increase
productive.
Yeah, they do.
productivity to
Yeah,
5-day
They
weeks.
tried it, and I forgot what country, and it's just overwhelmingly positive results.
Because like I said, those 2 hours, like you maintain
Fuck
the
'em.
same,
Yeah.
you maintain the same 40-day week, right? The
Right.
40 hour week.
Yeah.
Those 2 hours
You ain't gonna feel them when you're working.
don't make a difference.
Yeah.
Because basically your whole day is already wasted on work. That those 2 hours don't matter.
And that's one thing when you work retail, and we've all worked retail, all three of us, and I know a bunch of you worked at Whataburger for a long time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, very good
basically,
retail store.
When you work,
I love the merch to have at Whataburger.
Yeah.
you
I
know,
used to be a server.
when you work retail, you work shifts from like 1 to closing, which means your day's
Bro,
done.
That shit sucks.
Your day's done.
ass. Yeah.
Unless you're a night owl and like you like to go out,
But like you trying to go out like on a Tuesday.
you could.
Yeah,
You
but
do,
then if you're not 20,
I'm like, you
if you're
could.
not 21, it kind of sucks.
Oh yeah.
it sucks.
But
But like when it close every day sucks. Like imagine going home, your kids are already asleep and shit. If you had
Yeah.
kids, like
Like when I used to work at Olive Garden, I used to work and also Carino's, I used to work like 4 to 10 or 4 to 11. You know what I mean? That shit
It
sucks
sucks.
because you can't really do anything in the morning because you're like, oh, I gotta go to work.
you can go to
Yeah.
the gym and then that's it. Like or you can wake up, have breakfast,
Yeah.
interact,
And then
flex a little bit,
whenever
that's
you
it.
get out like at 12, and then everyone's already going to the club, being like, oh, I gotta go home, I gotta get dressed, I gotta shower, so I won't smell like cheese, and smell like Parmesan cheese. And then by the time you're out with your friends, it's already like 12:30 or 1 o'clock.
and
So it
you
kinda sucks.
you just gotta fucking pound them back.
But
and
that's
start
why
partying.
you kind of gotta. I guess you gotta have goals so you won't be in that situation.
Yeah.
and you
I
can have
don't
a set,
know, thank God.
steady
Wait,
job.
but Fonz, what was the original question you asked me?
How do you feel?
Oh, what is it like to get those breaks in your routine from the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday to now?
Oh.
Now you're not working currently because you have a job lined up.
Yeah.
But you know you're taking these breaks or you're going out of town, just enjoying your time. Does it make you miss that routine or do you don't care?
I mean,
a
no,
little
I
confused.
I don't miss the 9 to 5 routine just because I felt like it took up a lot of my days and I had to really squeeze the weekend out, you know. But yes, we went to SPI and then a week passed, and then this past week I went to Houston, and it feels good to kind of go away for a bit, you know, just break.
And what's
break
cool,
break
you're
your
gonna have
monotony.
summers off.
Yeah, I'm really gonna take advantage of these fucking summers. Like I might travel by myself. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that, but I probably will.
Yeah, I say do it, man.
No, I might buy a baby.
What?
I might adopt a child.
But
Only for the summers though. I give it back once school starts.
It's like that egg or whatever, that sack of potatoes that you have to take care of for class.
What's it called? But yeah, Miguel makes a great point right here that Laredo's equidistant to a lot of cities. So like it's an hour and a half to San Antonio, about 3 hours to Austin, 5 hours to Houston, 4 hours to to SPI.
I wish we lived in a place like Austin, San Antonio, where literally everything's
it really
close.
is equidistant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so close. You can go to Austin. Houston's 3 hours away from San Antonio.
Yeah.
San Marcos. You can do all these fucking things if you live in that San Antonio,
That little
Austin
triangle.
metropolitan area.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh my God. I wish Laredo was like that. I mean, if Mexico wasn't so fucking dangerous,
Oh, we could go to
we would
Mexico.
have that similar experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna pick up traveling by myself next
say
summer.
I feel like that's how people die.
Some
Like,
people
I
die.
I feel like vatos go on
That's
trips
okay.
and they die.
Hey,
Some people die.
You're gonna die anyways one day.
If I die in Haiti, all right.
if I
I
die,
don't-
if
I
I
don't-
die in Tahiti,
I don't think Haiti's a vacation spot,
No.
bro.
Oh, I meant Tahiti.
You meant Tahiti.
Just Haiti with a T in the beginning.
I meant
Tell
Fiji.
Haiti.
I meant
Tell
Fiji.
Haiti.
Fiji.
I like
meant
their
Fiji.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fiji water. They got good water there.
You know what I mean? You know what I can never wrap my mind around is maybe I'm not like a fucking adrenaline junkie like that, but like why is it that like people love to go on vacation and then do like dangerous shit like fucking like I don't
Skydive
know
or some shit?
I don't know because
Scuba.
skydiving
I wanna-
is just
I wanna
something
learn
that
how
you,
to
I
surf.
want to skydive.
Like I want to go to vacation and fucking lay on the beach. I don't want to fucking swim in sharks and shit.
Nah, I want to do that.
But
yeah, bro, and then you could swim around like the sharks that don't bite or the stingrays that don't sting. That sounds badass.
Raise.
And then you see, a stingray, and then you see a stingray. And you're like, "This is for Steve Irwin, bitch!" Boom, 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 boom.
And you know what's funny?
Pay your
Going back to our SPI trip, we actually found out something, and we found out how fucking what do you call that word? Paranoid? No. Superstitious captains are. You know, I didn't know this was a fucking thing. I didn't know boat captains are superstitious.
wait, you didn't know that sea people were superstitious?
That's literally like
That's
the
like
most,
their whole.
That's
That's
their
their
whole
whole
thing.
thing.
I don't know that many sea people.
I would understand
Mariners.
like
Y'all
not-
mean mariners.
I would-
I think fishermen and baseball players are the most
Yeah,
superstitious.
I would
people
understand
to
not
ever
knowing the
exist.
specific ones.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, we broke one of the superstitions.
Okay.
We went ahead. Oh, Pancho's watching.
Oh my bad. I accidentally pressed it.
We were at SPI, right? Gus stayed asleep. He didn't go with us, but we went on a fishing charter boat.
Hey, it worked out.
It worked out.
It worked
We
out
had
in
a
my
good time,
opinion.
yeah.
I had a great time sleeping.
We went on a fishing charter boat, and as we loaded up everything, one of our homies goes back. He goes, "Hold on, I forgot my bananas." And he goes and he grabs his bananas. He throws them in our lunch pack, right?
Yeah.
And then
He's eating one also.
Oh, well, and then as we get to the dock and we're all boarding onto this charter boat, the captain tells one of our other homies, "You better finish that banana before you get on the boat," in a real aggressive term and kind of tone. And we're like, "Oh, like," but we thought maybe he was just fucking around or something, or maybe he just doesn't like food on his boat.
yeah.
And so he finishes the banana, he throws it, and then we get on. And then as we're on the boat, you know, we're having a good time. We go to our first spot. I catch a fish and shit. I'm
We're
still
deep
thinking
sea fishing, or
we're bait
Bait
fishing.
fishing.
oh, okay.
And in the back of my head, I'm still thinking like, why the fuck did he tell him no bananas? And so I asked
There was a
like,
sign on the boat too.
there was a sign that said no bananas on this boat.
Oh, fuck.
Literally. And then
Is the,
So
I
then-
guess it's not a banana boat.
yeah, no. And so I turned to the there was a dad and his sons next to me. I go, "Hey, like, do you know why we can't bring bananas?" And he's like, "You don't know why." And like shit got all ominous.
Imagine
like
like if you're the dumbass, like,
I know,
you don't know
fuck
why.
me,
What
right?
the fuck?
No, but fucking thunderclouds
Yeah.
started rolling in.
Yeah.
You really don't know why?
Oh fuck!
The water's getting all turbulent.
Yeah, I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah, I'm like, oh fuck.
But so basically, the dad goes on to explain to me that every time boats capsize or anytime someone goes missing at sea or anything bad that happens with the boat,
You find a banana peel?
they always find bananas. Like always. That's always the thing is like they'll recover like clothes, bodies, and bananas.
But the one common denominator
is the
It's
bananas.
banana. always the banana.
It's like fuck the bodies, the bananas.
Yeah, yeah.
No, and so a
Fuck
lot
the
of
hole in the boat. It's the bananas.
bananas.
so a lot of fishermen take it as a very bad omen to bring any bananas onto their boat because they're like, oh, we're gonna die because you bought bananas, and all they're gonna find is the bananas.
yeah. And,
And he tells me that shit, right?
I don't know. I feel like if I die in a boat accident
It's not because
and the
bananas.
scuba divers are looking for me and they can't find me, at least they found a bunch of
bananas.
bananas.
A snack?
Yeah, fuck it.
It's like Donkey
Like,
St-
and
they
like
send-
you,
they
you
send
know, it's
Donkey
like
Kong in.
it's like you worked really hard to try to find my body. Here's some bananas.
Yeah.
Here's some potassium.
I mean, they will get cramps, scuba diving. So here you go.
No, so then the whole time I'm thinking that I'm already scared as fuck because I can't swim and we're on a boat, right? So I'm already scared shitless. And so he tells
Wait,
me
they don't make you all wear the vest?
they're under the seats.
Okay.
like that's in case they crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's telling this, and I'm like, oh fuck. And so now I'm like really scared. And I look to our other homie who's sitting by like the bag of snacks, and I type into notes and I go, "Don't open bag with bananas." And I show it to him, and then he goes, "Why?" all loud and shit. And I explained to him
What-
like it was
what is
Rob.
Oh,
And I explained to him why you can't have bananas on the boat. So the whole time the
he
rest of
gets
the
a banana. Like, oh.
yeah, dude, I was so scared he was gonna pull one out in front of everybody. And everyone's gonna fucking freak out, right? and I thought about just grabbing them and flicking them into the water when no one was looking, but everyone was fucking looking.
Is it a small boat?
It was a little charter boat, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and everyone's fishing. so
Everyone's
everyone's like-
fishing, so we're all
Yeah.
right looking at each other and shit. And then, so the whole time after we found out about this fucking curse of the bananas, right? We didn't catch shit. Me and our friend group did not catch anything after that.
Meanwhile, somebody else in the group or like on the boat, they caught a shark.
People were catching sharks. People were catching fish after fish.
But like tiny sharks, like
Yeah,
hammerheads.
Hammerheads, yeah, little baby
Nah,
hammerheads.
like the whole megalodon.
They cut the
I got the great white.
He's like, I hope there's no bananas on this boat. But
There's no great whites in SPI.
hopefully.
No, there's not. It's too
salty.
warm.
No,
or
I
something
saw
like
one
that.
there.
Literally no.
No, so then we go back to land and everything. And, I mean, obviously we didn't capsize or die because we're still here, right?
Right.
And so we disproved the banana thing that you're gonna die, but we also didn't catch anything. So
I don't know.
maybe-
Superstitions aren't real.
No, yeah, that's what I asked them the question. I was like,
Oh, this is a good one. Some fucked in my head.
I've always thought
Wait,
like
real quick.
superstitions are stupid.
We need to do an audio break. Audio world break.
Oh, but it's not
halfway
stupid. Audio world, go.
You might be superstitious about your products, but Audio World isn't. Hit up Audio World at audioworld.tx on Instagram and Audio World on Facebook for everything from LED lighting, sound systems, car stereo, home and business sound systems.
All right.
Only at Audio World.
awesome. Can you go ahead and drop their @ really quick?
Will Audio World prevent me from, I guess, like when I'm watching porn, and I can't hear it, and then I just hear moaning like downstairs.
Yeah.
He can prevent that from happening.
Will
yeah.
Audio World
He'll
prevent
fix
me?
that.
Oh, okay.
He'll make sure that never happens.
Yeah.
Damn.
Audio World.
What's their @
AudioWorld.tx on Instagram and Audio World on Facebook.
Awesome, sweet. So to wrap up the whole banana superstition thing, Miguel Inclán says the banana superstition dates all the way back to the 1700s when many lost or ill-fated ships were noted to have been carrying bananas to their destination. So this shit goes back to the 1700s.
I
This
don't
is like
doubt
the
that.
founding fathers type beat.
Yeah. So now my question I ask now.
Some scurvy shit.
Let's say I get a bag of bananas. Like you can't see the bananas in the bag.
Right.
And Fonz is in that boat over there, and I put him on the boat.
Right.
Is that boat cursed?
No.
Yes.
I wouldn't think so because I don't believe in
If
superstition.
they
Yes.
don't know that there's a bag of bananas on the boat and they don't know about the superstition, they're not cursed.
So are you telling me the Titanic had a bunch of bananas in
No,
the
no, no, no. It's
boat?
more like, do
Maybe.
superstitions work?
I mean, they did. Well, see, but then again, cruise ships.
Bro,
They
you
gotta-
need to have bananas in a cruise ship, bro.
Right, bananas-
Like,
right.
bananas are
they gotta make blueberry pancake bananas. I mean,
no, like no,
blueberry
but I
pancake
mean,
bananas.
bananas are so essential to breakfast, and you need to have bananas.
What
on the
if?
boat, bro.
What if they don't?
What are they doing?
What if
do.
they don't? No, but what
They
if they
do.
don't? What if like they legit
What if they
like
have
We need
plantains?
it. Okay, so you said you're gonna travel. Let's go
I'm
on
going
a
on a
Carnival
cruise.
cruise and order bananas.
I
I don't know, think about bananas on a boat. Like I'm
and then
thinking about
and then
like
we'll never
fish.
and then that happens and we'll never see Gus again because he died in
Why
a
do you
boat
think
accident.
they got banana boats though? Because those boats always fall over.
They're meant to capsize.
I thought because they look like bananas.
well,
That's
they look
what-
like
Yeah,
bananas, but
obviously,
they're called banana boats.
Because
Because they
they
look like bananas.
yes,
No, because
but
they could be a hot dog boat.
Who told you this?
there could be a
Me-
pickle
no,
boat.
like it-
Are you a Cuban refugee?
no, banana boats they sink on purpose.
Yeah.
That's why they're called banana boats.
They sing on purpose?
Like they eat.
My God.
The whole point is that you get pulled and dragged along and you fall over.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's part of the fun. It's part of the marketability of
Back
it.
to the big question
I
though.
don't
The,
think-
the
okay.
superstition, what gives it power? The superstition
give it
itself,
power.
or
The
your
person gives
knowledge?
it
The
power.
superstition
It's-
itself.
So
The
if I don't,
person gives it power.
Superstition, by definition, lives outside of your perception of
okay,
it.
wait, okay. It's more like if I don't know the superstition that walking under a ladder gives me bad luck, and I walk under a ladder without that knowledge, am I cursed?
No.
Yeah, superstition says yes.
But he doesn't know about the superstition.
Supersti-
so you
I would
don't
say
know.
But that's
superstition
the
says
point of
no.
superstition, is that it exists outside of your knowledge of it.
Says who?
Superstition.
Who wrote that book? I want to
So
know.
you're saying my life has been shitty all the time because I see a black cat and I'm like, oh, look, a black cat. But
Yeah,
I
or
just
like,
been cursed.
and I'm not
It's
saying I
just
don't
been
believe
cursing
in
me the
that.
whole time. That's why my life sucks.
Superstition exists outside of your knowledge of it or
But that's
not.
but that's why.
And I do want to disclaim, I do believe in superstitions, but I'm just asking somebody who doesn't know. Is he just gonna like if he sees a black cat goes under a ladder, opens an umbrella indoor, fucking breaks a mirror?
Yeah.
Is he cursed?
Or like,
He
or like
puts bananas on a
whenever,
bowl.
whenever you like, whenever the jar of pepper fucking tilts
Oh,
over.
you gotta toss salt over.
Yeah, salt.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, by definition, yes.
Says who?
The superstition.
But okay, here's the thing: if someone doesn't know about the superstition, are they cursed?
Yes, because of the superstition.
okay,
No,
yeah,
I-
Wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold on.
but you
But they're
actually
not
believe in
aware.
superstitions?
It doesn't matter if I believe it or not. The fact is that superstition, by
That's
definition,
what
exists outside of your
superstitions.
belief
That's
or
what
perception of
That's
it.
what
Break a mirror right
superstitious
now.
people believe in.
I'm not going to break a mirror right now because I don't want to get cursed for 7 years.
So you do believe in
So you
superstition.
do believe in it?
Yes.
I believe in it.
But like, no,
Only
No,
when you
they're not
want.
real.
like I don't believe in it, but at the same time,
There's
I'm not gonna
no
risk
there's
it.
no
Ah,
proof.
shut the
I'm not
fuck
gonna
up.
risk it.
There's no proof.
Go say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror.
I used to
not
do that all the.
superstition.
I used to do that all
Pause.
the time.
Go do it.
No.
Go say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror.
Bloody
No.
Mary is
Bloody
not
Mary-
superstition.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It's the
just
same.
scary.
That's
same
just
shit.
ghosts.
I think superstition and ghosts go hand in hand.
Yes.
don't.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, because
So-
it's,
so
it's
super-
negative spirits. evil spirits.
Superstitions don't have to be negative.
They
can-
don't.
They can always be good.
I never met a good superstition.
You never met a good superstitious.
Like having a 4-leaf clover on you. That's a
not
superstition.
that's
superstition.
luck.
That's superstitious.
That's luck.
No, it's superstition.
It's superstitious that you will get brought luck.
I feel like superstitious people believe in ghosts and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's. I
They
think
also
that's a
believe in
diff-
astrology.
I think that's a different
Yeah.
category.
Yeah, I think I guess that's why I don't believe in superstitions, because I'm not dumb enough to be an astrology person. Yes, this is a diss.
Pacho canceled.
That's a cancel.
I
that's
hate-
a cancellation,
I-
right?
I-
Hey, play
hate
us out real
astrology.
quick. Play us out real quick for Pacho. No.
Cancelled. Nah, I'm just
Cancel
trying to.
culture is cancel
Yeah, no,
culture is
I think astrology is so stupid. Yeah,
Here's
it
the
means
definition of
nothing.
superstition.
I'm gonna clip that.
Superstition is excessively credulous belief in and reverence for supernatural beings.
Oh yeah, the Reverend I've seen.
right?
It.
No. Oh, or it's also a widely held but unjustified belief in supernatural causation
Oh, so it
leading
is
to
super-
certain consequences of an action or event or a practice based on such a belief. So as an example is she touched her locket for luck, a superstition she had since childhood. So the Bloody Mary is a superstition because you're believing that this action is going to cause some sort of effect.
Yes.
I think it's
So-
like credulous.
Credulous.
What the word is credulous, or the
I think a superstition don't have
because
power
if you're
if
a
you don't
credulous
know or don't
person,
believe
that
in it.
means like you
That's
believe
what
in shit.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
superstitions don't have power if you don't know about them, you're not aware about them,
No.
or you don't believe in them.
Yeah, I think superstitions work when you give them power in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in baseball, people like
Yeah, like a rabbit foot. Miguel.
reverse, like wear like their socks inside out, or
Well, yeah, but
or
a
shit like
superstition
that.
person believes that it exists outside of them regardless.
Yes, but we're not talking about
Okay,
that.
so what if I touch my locket, but I never believe in that? So what? I got fucking good luck?
No.
I'm
Look,
confused.
look.
I
Hold
need
on,
help.
hold on.
If you believe that owning a rabbit's foot is good luck,
Yes.
then that will bring you good luck.
Yes.
And check it out. You are a
You need to go to
superstitious person.
therapy.
So you think if I would touch that rabbit foot or if I would have one, then it would bring me good luck.
Yes.
But I don't have to believe in that. I can just own a rabbit's foot and nothing will happen to me. But you believing it does.
Okay,
Happens
so
But
to
that,
me.
but that's my issue with
what I'm
my issue with superstitions is that if something good happens in your life, you're gonna be like, oh, it's because of this, or something bad happens in your life, you're always gonna like blame that instead of blaming the root cause of that
No,
problem.
yes, they're escape. It's a form of escapism.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. What I'm
I
saying
hate that.
is that
Okay.
I hate that.
So
what
I
I'm
hate
saying to your
escapism.
question to the whole, like, if you're aware of it or not, it depends if you are a superstitious person. If you are a superstitious person, you believe that superstition exists outside of you.
Yes.
So regardless if it happens to others or not, you believe it will happen.
That is a solid
Superstitious
answer.
people
Okay.
hate reality
Wait.
because they can't live with the reality
Wait.
of themselves.
So now what you're really saying?
Francisco Munoz.
No, what you're, shut the fuck up. What you're really saying is superstition only works because you give it power.
yes.
Yes, that's what we were saying
Yes.
too.
Only-
If you,
It only works because you make it work in your head.
Yes.
Let's
yes,
create a
correct.
superstition.
It works for you.
Let's
yeah.
make a superstition right now.
like if you hold like
Wait, so like it's like a pregame ritual.
a dog's balls or something.
Pregame
Yeah.
rituals are superstition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Putting your pump up song before the
Let's
gym
create
is
like
superstition.
let's
That is
create
not
the most
superstition.
ridiculous
it's
superstition.
a cause wanting an effect.
I don't think so, because when I put on, like, let's say black skinhead before going to the gym, I'd like it because the beats, like it.
But
Yeah.
do you think it's gonna make you work out more? Like better?
Yes, but
Superstition.
Because it's like scientifically proven that like the happy molecules in my head are like, oh, yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
song.
that's because I think that's actually been scientifically researched.
And then it, like-
Superstition is not based on reality;
Okay,
it's based on
I'll concede to that.
fiction.
like the song is like, oh, but shit makes my endorphins or whatever shit go better, stronger, because I listened to a happy song that
Yeah.
made my blood flow a lot better.
Like I'm not gonna.
I'll concede to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, wearing your favorite socks is
yeah,
to
that's
the gym,
That's
or
superstition.
doing I don't know crack.
I don't think that's an addiction. Not
2 words.
that's a straight up addiction.
Gus is all taking pre-workout is superstition. Like
Technically,
Because
That's a
pre-workout
scientific-
has been linked to better performance and stuff.
Widely held. It's got to be an unjustified belief. So it's got to
That's what-
You know what's a superstition? I got a superstition. Everyone who subscribes to our Patreon is gonna get
You can't.
kiss.
Yeah, you can't do
don't
that.
make
Years
Everyone
of
who
grace.
everyone who subscribes to our
Years of
Patreon is
good
gonna
luck.
get a kiss from the person they love the most.
from the person they love the most. Whether
unjustified.
that girl that
belief.
hasn't responded to your DMs.
she's gonna respond, just reply for the 68th time. Just message her for the
yeah,
68th
but you have to subscribe to our Patreon first. $5 a month.
just swipe up on her story
That,
with the
that,
flames.
that guy that ghosted you after that 3 days of texting,
He's coming back.
he's coming back once you subscribe to our Patreon. I guarantee it.
He's coming back.
He's coming back.
Your team, your NFL team, is gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
The Cowboy. I don't think the Cowboys will defeat any superstition. I'm sorry.
Fuck, man, I had this really interesting topic.
You can pray to God, and Cowboys are not going to win the Super Bowl.
I had a kind of going back to
prayer superstition.
Wow.
It is
Yeah. Technically, like
by
if
definition.
you want to be technical,
on
yeah.
a technicality.
I'm going to
page.
fight you.
You're superstitious for being religious.
You know what I make them do?
On a technicality.
Wait,
On
Pancho,
a tech-
you know what I make them do whenever we go out is before a meal I make us all pray in public.
I don't
And
li-
I make us all touch hands and I say a fucking prayer.
I hate that.
It's a moment of silence. You don't have to pray, but you can have your moment of
Yeah.
silence.
Unjustified belief, supernatural causation, certain consequences of an action or
I feel like
event.
there's been more
based on such
proof
belief.
of religious
No,
stuff than
no,
there
there's
is
absolutely
of
zero
bananas
proof.
on a fucking boat.
There's absolutely zero proof that Jesus walked on water.
So you're telling me Moses ain't part the Red Sea?
He did not.
Okay.
He did not. He did not.
There's some stuff of religion that I don't think is true. I think they make that story to I guess reveal like a bigger message.
Yeah, they're fables.
that's why some of these stories exist. I don't believe that
You know
that
what-
Jesus can walk on water, or I don't believe like that they split the Red Sea, and so or I don't Noah's Ark. I don't think that actually
You know what I
happened.
never understood about
I
Noah's Ark?
just believed it was just a fable for a bigger message.
The lions would eat all of
Yeah.
the other
No,
animals.
what I can never understand about
and they would all kill
each other.
They would
No.
all kill Noah.
with
That
Noah's
too.
Ark,
Yeah.
you know what I can never understand is if he only took one male, one female of every animal, how the fuck did they develop multiple generations? Because was it incestual children?
Animals don't care about incest.
Yeah.
But like, won't they come out like?
No,
know,
yeah, it
No,
doesn't
that's only
happen.
with humans.
It's only with humans. Surprisingly,
Really?
Wait,
So
no, but how
animals
come,
born
like-
of incest don't come out with birth defects.
no.
Oh wait, how
Not,
come
not
dogs?
to my not to my knowledge.
I think dogs come out with birth
dogs
defects.
come out all fucked up when
Yeah.
they
yeah,
have
but
incest.
Well, I think dogs have been because they've been bred.
So you're telling me
But like in the wild, you can have like a hyena can have sex with its sister if
yeah,
it wanted
That's
to.
fucked up, man.
yeah, bro.
I mean, yeah, it is. I
The
guess.
hyena.
But like-
what are you doing, step
okay,
bro?
no, okay, but okay, so she brings two lions, right? They have some babies.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but now the babies have babies with each other.
Well,
Or-
dude, it's because
Yeah.
how did they do this? How did they do this?
I
What's the-
think like
there's
if the world's about to end, I don't think you like
You don't
you're
care
not
about
supposed to
incest.
care about incest. That's basically it.
But there is okay. So scientists have analyzed the lowest number of strangers that you can put together and
Yeah.
and not have incestuous babies or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like there's a number and there's a pattern.
They got a
involved.
mathematical thing for
yeah,
it?
it's a mathematical
Really?
formula. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. People
but
go to school for that shit.
There's family groups in animals in the animal kingdom where there's only one mother as a birth giver and one father as a like
yeah. And I mean when
like
with
bees,
species,
bro. There's one queen.
with
One queen
species
is always
with-
fucking pooping
yeah,
out shit.
So with species with like only one or with like two people left, with one of the opposite sex left, obviously guess what? In order to regenerate that population, you're gonna have to, have incestual relationships.
yeah. And
I just what bogs my mind is how those animals are not coming out with birth defects.
Because-
because they have genetic. It's in the genetic pool. Like
Okay.
the reason we come out with birth defects is because
We're similar.
we're too genetically similar to each other.
Okay.
And I guess that doesn't happen in the animal kingdom or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cassie's
I don't
a
know.
vet.
We're
She probably knows.
we're just better than them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
So don't fuck your cousin.
We're just better than animals.
Yeah, we're just
And-
better than them.
But let's just say let's
I don't know. There's some scientific shit to it.
let's entertain this hypothetical real quick. There's a man and a woman on an island, and they're
Yeah.
the last left, and they have to repopulate the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the best way to go about it.
You don't.
There's no best way to go about it because at some point you're gonna fuck someone that you're related to, and it's gonna be after the first generation. So they have sex and they have babies.
Yeah.
I think
They usually have one baby because
Yeah.
women, like, most of the time you're not
I'm
getting
sure
twins.
in a lot of tribal societies, don't get me wrong here, don't counsel me for this, but I'm sure they don't care
Yes,
about.
that's probably right.
I'm sure they don't care about like that person being their sister. I guess remember we were talking about that tribe, that island, the North Sentinelese island. I'm sure those people do not care that they shared the same mother and they probably have kids.
We don't even have to go that far. There's a whole inbred family in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, and dude, they don't speak like they fucking.
Is that on the soft white underbelly?
Yeah.
Yes. And the guy barks.
Where's
Yeah.
that like in?
Like he fucking
on YouTube.
Don't tell me West Virginia.
Yeah, West
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah, on God, West Virginia's the most backwards fucking state.
Oh yeah, dude, they fucking.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
that's
he
how he
I
barks.
feel like
That's how
I
he
saw
talks,
this
bro.
somewhere, but like I just didn't watch the video.
Some
But
guy-
okay,
some guy
but
did
I
an
feel like
interview.
going back to what you're saying, like the
need to
tri- I
watch
feel
this
like
And
when I
they
get
did
home.
generations of inbreeding.
I feel like the tribes people can kind of get away with it. One, because they're like on an island.
and West
shit.
Virginians are not civilized
or,
people.
dude, even royalty did it.
Rosie did it.
Yeah,
royalty.
yeah,
But no,
and
they
they
married
still
their
they,
cousins
they
to keep
still
the bloodline pure.
they still do it.
Yeah.
They
That's
still do it.
gross.
That's to keep the bloodline pure.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Really?
Yeah, and like not to be like, well, I
It's
don't know.
weird, bro.
It's more like everybody does it, but it
Not
doesn't make
everybody
it-
does, bro. That's weird as
West
fuck.
Virginia does it, royalty does it, island people do it,
That's-
animals do it. I'm not saying we should do it, but I'm just saying if
No,
they
because
do it,
no,
it's
because
not
no,
rare.
no. The thing
Yeah.
You're
is,
saying.
That's what I'm
it's
saying,
not rare,
not
but
rare.
it's still wrong because you can
Yeah.
tell the birth defects that all these people are
Yeah.
going through, and I wouldn't want to put my kid through hell because I decided that I'm
And wasn't
sexually
it like
attracted
King
to my
Louis
sister.
and shit? Weren't they like all fucked up?
Yeah, they were. I don't know if it was King Louis, but there was
King Henry.
So
And
back,
yeah,
so
they
back
got,
to
they
the
got all
island.
this blood disease and
So
shit.
back to the island. Man, woman have sex. They have baby.
Yeah.
Man, woman have sex again. They have another baby.
Yeah.
And they keep having babies. Okay. In order to best diversify this gene pool,
it would have to be the
you would have to,
parents having sex with the kids, right?
yeah,
or
That's
no, but
that's-
no, but they wouldn't have to have. They would have to wait until they're older, which would be
Yeah.
at least 15 years old when they can have babies.
Yeah.
Because you might think that's weird now, but back then
Oh,
they
they're
used to
getting-
have kids like Romeo and Juliet.
Like
I think
13, 14.
I think Juliet was like 13 or 14,
Yeah.
and Romeo was like in his
30.
almost 30, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bizarre.
Because that was the time for women to have kids.
Because they had short
Because
lifespans.
they had short lifespans and mortality rates of like
Infants.
of infants and also of like pregnant women was so high.
So they started young.
And you were less likely to die if you had a kid when you were in your teenage years. So that's why they did that shit.
So genetically on this island, I guess the parents would have to have sex and babies
Yeah.
with the
or,
children.
Or
Yes.
get
right?
it. Okay. So look, the cool thing. So it won't fuck with you mentally. I was thinking about it right now. You have your kids, right? Let's say you have kids with your wife or whatever. Split it even. Get a divorce. Don't talk to them, right?
what?
Raise those kids on your own. She raises her kids on her own.
mentally, like on the other
So
side of the
men-
island.
On the other side of the island.
Okay.
So to them.
How do you divorce the one girl?
So wait. So you go on the other side of the island for a year, so you don't talk to them.
Yeah.
To them, they're others. So whenever you finally have sex with them, you don't think of them as
The
your
mental
sibling.
barrier's
You
not
just
there.
think of them as another person from the island.
Genetically, it's still
Okay,
there.
so-
Yes, but like you don't think about it in your head that you're fucking your sister.
Okay, so
or your-
that logistically, that's a good point. Logistically, that's a good point to make. But so the parents have sex with the kids, and
Yeah.
then those kids, that second offspring, the first offspring have sex with those.
yeah, but don't
right?
don't raise them together. Yes, but don't raise them together.
right because
So it won't feel weird.
You
I'm
can't
just-
repopulate the world with just two people.
can't. do
you
that.
can't because
Or you would just have to. But the thing is,
the humanity would change. It's not going to be
yeah.
humans.
Or
in
you just
2
keep
years.
you just keep having babies, and then so once those babies are adults, they can regenerate faster. So it's about multiplication, not really addition.
wait, whoa. No.
So-
Because those kids are gonna have sex with each other.
Yes, but the thing is,
I don't.
they won't. They'll have more. So let's say me and
Fucked. Like,
okay. So
I don't want to talk about this. No.
I think you need
No,
you need
no,
two pairs.
no,
of
no,
people.
no, no,
Yes.
no. But I'm
That
just
helps.
Yes.
No, it helps. But I'm just saying, like, it'll be faster once the generations go on. Because let's say you have two. Okay, listen. Let's say you have two people, right?
Yes.
We make 5 kids. Okay.
Right.
Once those 5 kids are adults,
Right.
They have another 5 kids of
It
themselves.
can't be 5. It's got to be even.
Okay. So
And it's
let's
gotta
say
be even men and women.
Okay, so let's say we have 4. Okay, let's say we have 4, 2 boys and 2 girls, right?
Okay,
That's
ideally.
great.
Let's say they go. So let's say they have 2 of their own. So we had 4. They have 2 of their own. That's another 8.
Yes.
You get
Yeah,
me? So
it's
just-
exponential.
It's yeah. You get me?
But that doesn't solve the genetic problem.
But you, yeah, I know. But after a while,
I'm trying to solve the genetic
I'm pretty
problem
sure
here.
after
You
a while,
minimum, you need 2 couples.
I'm sure after a couple
repopulate the
thousand
world.
You
years,
need more than 2 couples.
I'm sure after a couple thousand years, the genetic problem is gonna go away.
Oh,
That's much more reassuring us.
what makes you say that?
Because we just evolve.
Because you just evolved.
You just become whatever happens after incest.
I mean,
just get
technically,
to the point-
technically, the world started out of
Yeah,
incest.
we're
The
part of
human
that.
population started out of incest, which
No.
was hundreds of thousands of
Yes.
years ago.
No,
yes.
yeah.
not
No,
become.
no.
No.
Adam and Eve.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck
All right,
out of
thanks
here.
for tuning in on this
I
week's
mean,
episode.
I don't think someone was like born in Mesopotamia and then someone was born in fucking Norway.
Well, no,
The-
but
Are you
I
saying?
mean,
wait.
the
Are
human
you a creationist?
civilization had to start like one place.
Are you a creationist?
we came from.
I believe in evolution and creationism together.
Pangea.
I think they can work hand in hand.
No, they can't.
Yes.
Pan-bucking-gia.
Bangia, bitch.
Pangea.
You believe in Adam and Eve.
And
Full
Adam
hard.
and Steve.
There is multiple different like humans though.
Yeah.
In
Yes,
history.
I know.
There was Cro-Magnets,
But I feel like
Neanderthals,
in the begin, but that happened because of migration.
yes.
A lot of that happened because of migration.
You
So
know-
a lot of these people adapted over thousands of years. That's why they're
And you're like, oh, we
they're-
forgot we're cousins.
They're both. No, but I'm saying. I mean,
We're just gonna let that go.
I'm
right?
just saying, like in the beginning, in the very beginning, it
Yeah.
started somewhere, but obviously through migration patterns, people moved all these other
evolution.
places, and then throughout evolution, their bodies developed
differently.
over time
It
and
wasn't
differently.
incest.
It wasn't
I mean,
two
no,
people.
but I'm talking about in the very, very beginning.
It wasn't two.
No.
Earth had-
We were multicellular organisms.
yeah, there was a good amount of us. There was
We
like-
were fish before.
No, I'm saying in the very beginning of human beings.
He's like when God hadn't created the universe.
I don't think, like, let's say if you and I were the first people on Earth,
That's not how that works.
I wasn't born in one. Wasn't developed in
Y'all
one
were born
place,
from
and
the
you were
same
developed
fucking
in another
puddle.
place.
Y'all were born in the same
I
fucking
think
puddle.
in the very beginning, very beginning.
Yeah, we're born under a rock.
We divided. We did.
Yes,
we did osmosis and shit. Like
Y'all did osmosis Jones.
I don't know. We need to talk.
Mitosis,
We need to bring
anaphase.
in like an archaeologist or whatever they're called.
Actually, in recent
Anthropologist.
archaeology news, they found.
another type of human.
Yeah, they did. I'm not even kidding.
yeah, but I'm saying like but I'm saying through migration patterns and throughout evolution, that's why body types are different. Not because
I
they
agree
were
with you,
developed in the
yes. No,
but
same.
it wasn't because of incest.
I'm just saying in the beginning of the world,
He's saying there was one batch of humans and they just spread them out.
and they just ended up spreading out.
That's what he's saying. But
He was
I'm
like,
saying,
God
but
was
in
like,
the beginning, in the
some
very
here,
no, but I'm
some
talking
here,
about in
some over
the I'm
there.
saying in the very beginning of civilization, incest existed.
But-
Incest has always existed.
always
but
existed.
you're forgetting. There's a period of time.
I'm talking
where
about in the very beginning.
What does that mean?
But you're
In the
saying
very
civilization,
beginning,
the beginning
in,
of civilization.
in year one, and like in year
BC,
one,
bro.
He's like in year 3
I'm
we
talking
got
about.
Wi-Fi.
I'm not talking about year one. Like I'm talking about
Year
in
4 we
year
got
one of
spears.
humans. Like
No, okay,
and
it's-
humans born like humans started.
He's like
He's like
without-
season 1, bro.
He's like, without incest, I wouldn't be who I am today.
in the pilot episode of
Yeah.
Humans.
Season 1, bro.
In
Like,
the prelude of humans,
Version 1.1.
in the patch notes, we fixed that shit.
That's where
We're
incest
ending this note
began.
on that
That's-
Pancho's a creationist and he believes
What
that
was I
humans are
gonna-
just dropped on Earth.
He believes we're all cousins.
Adam and Eve and Adam and Steve. That's Pancho's point of view.
What if Steve and Adam had a threesome with?
with Eve?
Yeah.
Maybe.
for a while, I thought everybody was my cousin.
I mean, like evolutionarily speaking, yes.
Yes.
Growing up, like when I
Yeah.
was like 10, I was like, yo,
That's
you're my
that's
cousin,
that's
right?
why.
No.
But you can't think like that. Not everybody's your cousin.
Look, I sent you a video of an orangutan today, and That
my
guy's
cousin?
that guy's your cousin.
I don't think so, bro.
Evolutionarily speaking.
You know what? I probably ever losed it from. You ever lose, bro?
But
Where did you
that's
ever
weird
lose
knowing that
from?
my cousin throws shit at people. I've seen like gorilla videos and they know what they're doing, bro. They'll just go get a shit and they'll just throw it at someone like
Dude, and they also knew not to fuck each other.
like Tom Brady to Randy Moss and shit. They'll throw shit at the zookeeper. And I'm like, damn, bro.
Put the camera on me. Put the
This
camera
should be on the monkey NFL.
This monkey just picks up a fish.
I can't do it. It'll slip off my hand.
He's just holding it.
Yo, he's just chilling.
Bro, I can't. I cannot live.
Look, he's just chilling with it.
I cannot live with myself knowing my tits look like that.
Fonz has to live with that every day. Dude, he's just holding a fish.
Yo, why is he just chilling?
Look at the fish.
That's not my cousin, bro.
That guy?
If
That's your
orangutan
cousin.
is
That-
evolutionarily.
that guy has to be like my fucking weird cousin, like that weird cousin in Thanksgiving that like you don't see. He goes like, "What's up?" He's like there,
No,
like
He's like, you want to go for a walk?
you want to go smoke a J?
I read somewhere
like
we're actually not related to them.
The gorilla is that cousin to us.
What are you looking at?
More orangutan videos.
All right, and it's been another episode of Your Neighbor's Garage, Laredo's favorite podcast.
Yeah,
Phase us out,
it's so
Eddie.
weird how we were
It
once
drinks water.
how we were related to them somehow.
Shout out again to Louis G and Mandibula TX with this fucking song on Instagram. I promise we'll never be friends, right?
It's
Shout it out.
I promise I will never be your friend, no matter what, ever.
On Spotify, Mandibula.
On Spotify.
Listen to it.
Really recommend it. Great song. Love it. Been jamming it out this past week on repeat.
Yeah!
But all right, time to sign off. Love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. Next week, episode number 2. See you guys.